Hello, everybody. My name is Jesus Pinso. I am an eighth grader from Provincetown Schools. And when we all get to the eighth grade in Provincetown Schools, we all have to do a community project. For my community project, I chose a proposal for a plan for a teen center in Provincetown. Um, this project is basically about teenagers not having enough things to do in Provincetown or opportunities in Provincetown. Why are there so few things for teenagers to do? As a teenager myself, I have noticed that there are barely enough places in Provincetown for teenagers to go, especially in the winter, but also in the summer. There used to be a community center used by all ages in Provincetown, and also a winter program called Teen Night. I wonder if these places could be brought back and how I might promote them once they come back. Some reasons why there are few places for teenagers are: number one, development of land and proprietary for tourism. Almost everything in Provincetown is focused on tourism. Number two, in the number of teenagers in Provincetown. Grown adults act like they can't see or they don't notice that there are any teenagers in this town, so it's mostly focused on stuff for adults. Number three, focus on adult entertainment and interests. Almost everything is for adults. There is acts for adults, there's fun for adults, there's places for adults to go, but there is barely anything for teenagers or kids to do. What was it like in the past? As I interview a couple of adults that know about the All Community Center, they let me know that there were a couple of fun activities and a couple of educational activities. And now, and I know that this is for teenagers, but I also asked the adults for some ideas for the new teen center. So some of the fun activities that there used to be at the old community center were uh, pool tournaments, ping pong tournaments, day trips, movie nights, and arts and craft. And as it came time for me to ask for the educational part of the activities, they all told me that there were barely any educational activities since they wanted the community center to be more or less school related. Um, so I decided to ask them for ideas for the new teen center. Some of them said such things as homework or school related things or things that had to do with a teenager becoming a higher person with or school related things or things that had to do with teenagers getting jobs. But when I had to ask the teenagers, or almost teenagers, they all said stuff like movie nights, basketball nights, dance nights, or days they could just have the place to themselves, just hang out and chill out. So I decided to mix both of them. Some successful teen centers. Marapan Teen Center in Boston. The programs they have are daytime learning support, education, art, leadership and character development, life skills, sports, fitness, fitness and recreation, and technology. Features: teen lunch area, an outdoor patio, production, recording, and performing studio, gaming station loft, technology lab, knowledge lab, theater and dance foundation room, Marapan Square Cafe. Example for other teen centers: Phoenix Kids Cafe and Youth Center in New York, House of Rock in Kentucky, the neutral zone in Michigan, and the Vive in California. How to make a teen center. Number one, form a board of directors. Number two, create a mission statement and goals. Number three, file for nonprofit status. Number four, find the facility or join with another organization. Number five, recruit volunteers and staff. Number six, get insurance and permits. Number seven, start a long-term fundraiser for the future. All of these points will help us to start the new teen center. My proposal for a teen center in Provincetown. What will it be? It will be a year-round center for all young people from the age to, of 12 to 17. Where will it be? It will be near the Macmillan Wharf in the municipal parking lot, close to the bus stop and the beaches. Who? Sponsored by the town of Provincetown, a tourist tax and by grant. How it works. We will all have all the necessary components to support all teens, local and visiting with passes. There will be spaces for dance, technology, beach sports like volleyball, indoor sports like ping pong, education support, theater, gaming and invention centers, movie nights, excursions, and chances to do community service, especially for the workers and the senior citizens nearby. This is where it will be situated. And right here, where you see the eye, it's where it will be situated, just a map from um, a farther view. How can you help? Now I would like to give special thanks to Mr. C, who was my mentor, Mr. Mac, my INS and civics teacher, Mr. Kiki, my helper, Miss Hines, my helper, Miss Kathy, my helper, and a special thank you to my class for helping me throughout this whole process and for pushing me to keep going. Thank you all. And these are my resources.